It's early fall or early spring, and we're coming up to daylight savings time. When we have this time change, there's a huge hazard out there that you have to be aware of. This is the season where deer are out in force. When it's mating and rutting season, you'll see deer all over the road. And just this morning on my way into the office, I passed a deer on the side of the road that had actually been hit by one of our clients. So these are the few tips to make sure that you're being safe when it comes to deer this time of year. Some of the things that you just simply cannot avoid. These deer seem to almost have a magnet for the hood of cars. They jump out from nowhere. It's not your fault. If you are driving with almost every auto insurance company out there, they consider a deer accident a comprehensive claim. It is not an at-fault accident, so it will affect your insurance premiums very little. The simple rule is anytime your insurance company pays money on your behalf, you can expect to have a little bit of an adjustment on your premiums. In 2018, the average repair cost for a deer claim was over $4,000, 4,000 bucks. That's a lot of money the companies pay on your behalf. But towing claims, windshield claims, comprehensive things like weather and deer affect your premiums far less than an actual collision. So the advice, here's what you've come for. The advice, if you see a deer on the road, hit the brakes. Hit the brakes only. And if you have to hit something else, hit the deer. I'm sure animal rights activists won't love that, but you gotta hit the deer because what you don't wanna do is swerve to avoid an accident. Only bad things can come when you swerve. Number one, you lose control. Number two, you end up in a ditch or hitting a telephone pole. Three, even worse, you actually end up hitting someone else, a pedestrian, a bystander, injuring someone, and all of those things are awful. But even if you end up in a ditch and hit a telephone pole, that's gonna go as an at-fault accident. Even if you were doing something to avoid an accident, it's an at-fault accident which will affect your premiums going forward. So hit the brakes, one. Hit the deer, two? I don't really like saying it, but if you have to, hit the deer. Do not go out of your way to avoid it because the worst thing that can happen is you injure someone else, injure yourself, swerving. If this is the time of year that you need the advice, obviously you know where to find us, but we're happy to make sure that you are staying safe and hopefully you stay away from Bambi and their family. But if this happens to you, check out your comprehensive coverage on your auto policy. Contact your agent to make sure you have the right deductible. All sorts of ways to save on the repair as long as you have comprehensive claim. So thanks for tuning in. Again, subscribe below to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with more information and more tips and tricks to help keep you safe and sound on the road and in your house.